Hello everybody, it's Mitch Steele and it's a beautiful sunny day here in Ventura. Kind of an anomaly actually, at least for the last couple of weeks it's been pretty overcast. So I'm happy to be out in the sun and I'm going to go take a look at a boat. Today we're going to be looking at this boat here in the background. It's a 1981 46-foot Formosa Peterson. And it's a beautiful boat. It's the one with the dark blue hull. And yeah, it looks like a great boat. 46 feet, that's a lot of boat, and the price is really good on it. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this. So let's go take a look. This is Lorelei, a 1981 46-foot Formosa Peterson center cockpit. She was built in Taiwan by Formosa Yachts. The designation of Peterson is a bit confusing. Doug Peterson, a well-known and respected yacht designer, designed the Peterson 44. It is said that Formosa basically used the design of the 44 and added 2 extra feet, without consultation or permission of Doug Peterson. Well, if there's any truth to the old saying that imitation is the sincerest form of flattery, I would guess that Doug Peterson is in a perpetual state of blushing. Regardless of its origins, the Formosa center cockpit is a great design and is well known for being a blue water cruiser. Let's go aboard. This center cockpit is very roomy, and with the canvas and isinglass enclosure, you can be protected from the elements but still have an unobstructed 360-degree view. Most of the panels can also be individually removed, allowing for great airflow. On the aft deck, there is a wind vane power generator, dinghy davit, solar panels, as well as a storage locker. The deck is covered with a sand-type non-skid that gives a good amount of grip, and it looks to be in pretty good condition. The mast is rigged with a double set of spreaders, and there's a Furuno radar aloft. The paths leading to the forward deck are fairly roomy and unobstructed by the side stays. This makes working on the deck in rough seas much easier. At the bow, there is a Lofren's electric windlass with a 55-pound Delta anchor attached. The jib has a Furlex roller furler. Lorelei is a cutter-rigged boat. The staysail stay is removable and attaches to this attachment point on the deck. When removed, the stay is held in place by this curved stainless steel channel and pad eye. If you sail most of the time without a staysail, it's nice to have it out of the way, making tacking the jib much easier. The hatches on the forward cabin are in really good condition and are large enough to allow for ample light below. Let's go into the cockpit and see what we have. As I mentioned earlier, the cockpit has lots of room for captain and crew. The teak on the coamings and hatches are sealed with a high-gloss varnish. Aft of the wheel is the companionway that leads to the aft stateroom. There's also a walk-through on the starboard side, but we'll take a look at that in a bit. Continuing on the deck, the jib and staysail sheets are routed back to these huge winches mounted on the deck above the aft cabin. I'm sure that these winches can tackle just about any force that you can put on them. The main sheet is managed by this single winch. The wheel is mounted on a pedestal which also houses the compass and engine throttle and direction controls. The electronics are forward on the cabin top coaming. Lorelei could probably use some updated electronics, but there's plenty of space to add whatever you might need. On the port side, there is a roomy cockpit locker to store extra lines, life vests, and other things that you might need quick access to. Here is the auto helm controls. Okay, let's head down below. As we come down the companionway ladder, the navigation table is on the starboard side. It's got a good sized table for large paper charts with plenty of storage underneath for navigation tools, pilot guides, and other things. There are minimal electronics at the nav station, but they include a Raymarine GPS and VHS radio. Again, plenty of room to upgrade here. The main electronic panel is behind the companionway ladder, which includes both an AC and DC panel, as well as other controls for the bilge pump, wind generator, propane switch, and inverter controls. On the port side is the U-shaped galley. It has a double well stainless steel sink. There's also an Alder Barber refrigeration unit and a 3-burner propane stove with oven. There's plenty of storage around. I also like this expanded countertop. Most galleys suffer from lack of prep and service space, so this is a very useful feature. Moving forward, we come to the U-shaped dining table. This looks very comfortable and can seat a lot of people. Opposite of this is a settee which can also be used as a bunk. Continuing on, we have more storage. Always good to have storage. Back on the port side is the head with a hand pump toilet, sink, and mirror. There's also hot and cold water controls for a shower wand, but that's not currently hooked up. If you were to use a shower, there is a very deep sump well below this teak grate. This head can also be directly accessed from the forward berth through this separate door. Moving forward, we come to the forward V-berth. There's lots of closet space. The bunk itself is cozy, but there's definitely room for 2 people here. There's more storage on the port side, and here is that door that leads directly to the head. Let's make our way back to the aft stateroom. Just aft of the companionway ladder, there is a roomy closet that houses the inverter and other electronics. One of the challenges on many boats is finding space to organize and centralize all of the various electronic components. This closet is very roomy and extremely convenient to access. Very nice. On the starboard side, there is a pilot berth which is now being used for storage and workspace. The headroom here is a bit low. Just opposite of the berth is access to the engine. The engine is a whopping 80 horsepower Ford Lehman diesel with 4 cylinders. All the components needed for routine maintenance are easily accessible, including the Racker filter, fuel, and oil filters. On to the aft cabin. The cabin features a queen-size berth, and with the large Lexan hatch overhead, you get a great deal of light. The aft cabin has its own private head, which includes a hand pump toilet, sink, and shower wand. On the starboard side is a series of louvered cabinets for storing clothes. And when it's your time for watch, it's a quick trip up the ladder into the cockpit. All right, that's Lorelei. She's a well-built blue water cruiser. If you are interested in Lorelei and would like additional information, or even a personal tour, please contact the folks at Charlotte Schmidt Yacht Sales. They'll be happy to answer any questions. Have a great day and happy sailing.